when I started working with artists, we would do publicity shoot, we would do 6 to 9 approved photos. And that was it. I regularly ask for 300 to 400 for every campaign that I do.
Wow.
That's just standard because I can get, and another interesting stat on our website, the photo section is often the most popular section of the website.
And is it usually synced to music? Like
No,
slideshow-wise, or it's literally
just photo
photos?
galleries. Just galleries like this. This is an artist called Light, so she's just
And
having
it's
photos.
Facebook, not the artist.
No, on the artist website, regularly our #1 section of the site is photos.
And Jeremy, if they're artists who've been around for a while, do you notice that people seem to be looking for legacy photos and archives heavily?
It's a good question. I can't really speak to exactly what they want. To me, it seems to be based around volume. In other words, I see this effect. If I put up 100, they stay as long as it takes them to go to 100. If I put up 200, they stay as long as it takes to go to 200. If I put up 300, they stay. It's like they just keep next, 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 next. You know who's got this really dialed in really well is AOL. AOL captures this extremely well. And if you go and look at a celebrity artist, they'll push you into a little photo section where they aggregate all these photos. And if you look at like a Jessica Simpson or a big artist, it'll say like 1 of 950. And their stats really show that, again, people will just stay there and click through. So we're not only talking about visuals, but we're talking about photos being massive as well.
When you say 300 to 400 per campaign, are those professionally taken, or do you give the artist a camera too and say, give me whatever you can?
That's a good question. I try to get maybe it's a mix of all of those things. It's a mix. Getting 400 professionally shot photos is incredibly expensive. I hope. Are there any people who are any photographers here? Because I think your rate's got to go down if you're in here, because I don't know how you get $1,000 for 9 photos. But
I've never seen, I'm from Interscope, I've never seen that number approved.
oh, I said I asked for them.
Yeah. I mean, especially if you do, maybe different artists like rock bands, you're not dealing with retouching, but you know,
It's insane.
If you're dealing with a female artist, he's got 400 retouch photos.
The thing that I always point out is that the thing that I always point out to artists when they don't want to approve them or get that many is like, if you don't give them to me, then someone else is going to put the other stuff
I
up.
completely agree with your ask. If you get 400, if you get that consistently out of your art
Don't
department,
get it.
my hands off.
I don't get it consistently.
I mean, he brings up a good point though, the type of artist. I mean, does that stat change if it's, you know, a diva or like a pop female act, or if it's a rock band, or if it's a male act? I mean,
It doesn't change for me because I found the photo principle and the traffic is universal. People love them. They just like to just click, next, next, next. I don't see any stat that says my pop photo sections do better than my rock photo sections. So for me, it's a universal thing. There might be different types of photos, but that volume seems to be what's driving the long tune into these sites.